As you can see, it's been very, very sunny. As you guys can see, there's no chemtrail or nothing like that, which is awesome. Hopefully stays like that, actually. Would be nice. Yeah, it's first time, very, very clear sky. So it's supposed to be like this the whole week. I just purchased your ebook yesterday. Awesome. Which one did you get? Duke, jump in. Jump. Go around then if you want to jump. You want me to make you stairs here? I will. Which ebook did you get? Here. So yeah, so I drilled the top section on the trailer on the top. So I have the internet right now. The internet box is all the way on the top here. Hopefully it gives me longer connection. So I can, if I walk outside the gate here that I have the fence, I won't lose the signal. Hey Marek, how are ya? Beautiful day today, finally. And we got the this is kind of a little bit crooked. As you can see, my little greenhouse is coming along. It's about 20 feet, 10 feet in length. A little bit crooked because the ground is uneven. I was actually gonna fix it, but I just grabbed whatever wood left over from me building the tiny house, and I just put them together. And I filled it up with about 9 bags of sawdust to kind of keep them nice and warm. So this way I can start planting my cucumbers and stuff and my strawberries. My granddaughter says her eye twitches. Yeah, that's deficiency of magnesium. That's why it's twitching. Just seeing, I'm gonna wipe the camera a bit. There you go. There you go. Let's go see where Duke is. Duke, where are you at? There you are. Here, give me the ball. So it's been good actually. It's been good today. Had lots to finish since 4 o'clock in the morning we started. Eliminate high blood pressure. Yeah, go through it. Let me know if you have any questions. I can definitely guide you through the process if you get stuck on anything. Keep me updated. Dude, get the ball if you want to play. Go get it. And we did clean up quite a bit. So here, I'll show you guys what we've done. So we fixed the playground a bit for Duke on the bottom, so he can dig as much as he wants. Put all the 6x6, 6x8 slugs, the lumbers on the side. So it's pretty clean. There's no more logs laying around or nothing, which is good. We got the wood stove set up outside. So we've been burning some wood all day, so it's working good. We're probably gonna make some beef tongue or yak tongue tomorrow. Right on the wood stove. We're gonna let it simmer for like at least 2-3 hours. I was gonna get it done today, but I didn't have time, so maybe tomorrow. Does vitamin A help clear fluid from ears? Yes, with NAC. And I got my plants. I got my honeyberries and cherries. 2 honeyberries, 1 cherry. These I started growing them since last year. So we're gonna move all the stuff up to the top. And I've been clearing everything from under the tiny house, and I'm gonna actually take all that skirting off around the trailer. So I'm gonna actually fix it up correctly, because I had sawdust last year under it just to kind of keep it warm. But we're gonna actually skirt it correctly with proper insulation, foam. We'll see how that goes. There's all the logs, all the pieces, so we can get started probably next week. What causes trigger finger? What do you mean causes trigger finger? Which is more optimal, raw or cooked meal? Raw. You got a lot done. I did. You know, when you're up that early, like right now, it's about 1:45 my time, and seriously, it feels like it's time to actually just take a rest. You know, when you're at it all day. And there's Duke sitting under the deck. He loves it. Oh yeah, and we're playing with my mace bell. Almost broke my shoulder. First time using it. I shouldn't have bought a 15-pound weight. It's way too heavy. Should always start with like a 5-pound weight and actually work your way up. But once I get good at it, I'll do some classes with you guys. I was up at 4 a.m. also almost 5 p.m. now. Yeah, it's a long day. It is a long day, but it's beautiful, clear sky. I steam my vegetables a little bit. Thoughts? Yeah, steaming is good. You need to steam them because you want to release the oxalates, John. If you don't do that, then it becomes an issue where the oxalate can actually affect you quite a bit. So yeah, 100% steam them. When I talk about raw food, I talk more about eating raw meat and stuff. It's fine, but vegetables should always be steamed. So there, we cleaned up the whole bottom as well, took a lot of stuff out. Still, I have some styrofoam in the end, and should be good to go. Yeah, Duke is having way too much fun. I might maybe keep half of the under the deck open because it's nice and cooling for him, and maybe put like a couple like a 4x8 sheet, and this way he can go and kind of relax on them once in a while because he loves it inside. It's very cooling for him, especially when it gets hot, like in the upper 30s. I know it doesn't happen often, but still, so which is not bad. Guys, let's tap the screen. We'll get more people to join us. Would be awesome. You guys tap the screen, will help me out quite a bit as well. And hopefully I get some more. I got more lumber coming in next week. So once that happens, I'll start finishing the deck behind me and the put some lights up. Can kefir really heal your gut? Kefir is going to give you the probiotics you require. Whether it's going to heal it or not, it is a process. It does take some time. It's not going to just happen overnight. It's just something you have to kind of continue doing it on an ongoing basis. And you have to. If you don't keep doing it on an ongoing basis, you do it once or twice or 3 times, it pretty much defeats the purpose. Another option you can do, you can always do peptides like BPC 157 or possibly TB 500. That works as well too to kind of heal the gut, and it does help with some injuries. But the kefir, it's not going to work by itself if you don't give it some prebiotics. Prebiotics, you can actually feed the good bacteria in your gut. So that is a must as well too. Thanks so much, guys, for tapping the screen. Let's continue tapping it. Maybe we'll get 5,000 hearts, and maybe we get more people to join in. Yes, peptides, are they good for the heart? Yes, the BPC 157, it is good for the heart. And there is one peptide right now I'm currently testing. I just haven't received it. I will be testing actually very, very soon. I'm thinking maybe trying it next month. Once I get my power going and I have a cold fridge, because it does need to stay in the fridge, I'll actually order some, and we can see what it does. It's supposed to actually vasodilate the arteries, but there's a potential of actually reducing atherosclerosis. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna give it a shot and test it out on myself before I actually talk about it. Where can we buy kefir from? It's better if you make your own, Nadia. Way better if you make your own. If you were gonna buy some from the store, it's not gonna be as effective. I feel great when I consume organic soy milk unsweetened. Why some say it's not healthy? Soy is not healthy, to be honest with you. Soy is man-made. It was never meant for a human to actually consume it. Now, when they wrote the book, Eat Right for Your Blood Type, if you're a type A+, they say we thrive on soy. Soy, the problem with it, it does cause digestive disturbances. It might not hit you right now, maybe it might hit you down the road. The flavor is good and everything, but keep in mind, it is going to increase your estrogen levels quite a bit. So you got to be careful of how much you take. You could become estrogen dominant if you're taking too much soy as well too. So it's not, it might taste good, it might be easy on the gut. There's zero protein in it because it's not a complete protein, but keep an eye on your estrogen levels. Food for hormonal issues. It's not whether there's food for hormonal issues. So the reason is, why are you having hormonal issues? The thing is, you could be insulin resistant that you're having hormonal issues. Did the trace minerals help the absorption of minerals and vitamins? Yes, it does, especially if you add vitamin A retinol with it. How does one know if they are estrogen dominant? You can get a test, check your estradiol, you can check your DHEA, you can get a check and see the levels, and you do a ratio against your regular testosterone levels. And if you're estrogen dominant, then you have to take a product called calcium D-glucarate. This way it flushes out all the estrogen from your system. So it is ideal to actually check it whenever you do like a genetic blood test once every 6 months. Definitely get it checked. And if you've noticed that your estrogen level is high, which is, I know for a fact, 80-90% of the population have very high estrogen because we actually consume everything in plastic, and everything is wrapped in plastic. So plastic mimics estrogen, and that's why we're becoming more estrogen dominant. But you know, as well, eating soy, eating what do you call it? Almond milk as well causes that. Chicken, especially you know, commercial chicken, because they're very, very high in hormonal foods. I'm 34 years old and I'm menopause. That's way too early. Any tea is good for high blood pressure. I drink coffee, but wondering about tea. Yeah, the only one you can have for good blood pressure is gonna be hawthorn. Hawthorn berries. It's gonna actually help. Started taking boron supplement this week and I feel difference already, more energy, etc. Yeah, especially if you're taking at least 10 milligrams. Your body can handle anywhere between 10 to 32 milligrams daily of boron. And it's a mineral that's actually missing from our diet. We do need it quite a bit. I get mine from taking borax. Borax is a detergent, and every 1/8 of a teaspoon gives you about 32 milligrams. What about hibiscus? Hibiscus is mostly used for blood sugar, not so much about blood pressure. So yeah, but yeah, it works really, really good. So hibiscus, if you guys wanna get some hibiscus, it's like red coloration, has like a little lemony flavor. It's amazing, especially if you actually eat it after certain meals, especially if the meals contain a lot of, let's say, simple carbohydrates or sugars or fruits. It is gonna actually prevent your insulin from spiking too much. And if you keep your insulin low, of course, you know for a fact you're not gonna be putting any weight on, right? Which is good. Today has been very, very hot. It's funny how it's super hot inside the tiny house. Why does it smell like gas here? Something doesn't smell good here. Look what's going on. There's something leaking inside. Why are you holding on to that hair? Shave it. I will soon. Once I have some hot water. For some reason my hot water tank is not working. I don't know why, what's going on with it. I have to actually empty it again. I've already emptied it twice. I'm gonna check the core, but I think the water flow is not going in so much, so I'm gonna get it fixed, and then maybe I'll shave. I'll trim it down. Make it look a little bit more presentable. How's that? Did that satisfy you guys? Okay, good. Coconut oil is good. Yeah, it is antibacterial. You can use it for your skin, you can use it for your hair, you can actually use it for your teeth as well too, at least 3 times a week. It's called like oil pulling. You put it in your mouth and you swish it for about 20 minutes, and it gets rid of any bacteria between your teeth, and it actually cleans up your teeth as well, and it prevents any gum inflammation. So that would be like the best thing to do. But definitely you can use coconut on everything. Even if you have any like slight mold on the wood or anything like that, you can actually spray it with coconut. It will actually get rid of the mold. Moringa powder, do you recommend those? No, I don't. I've tested it once a couple of years ago, didn't even feel a difference. And I think it's just a waste of money. It's a big hype for nothing. Duke, where's the ball? I can't find it. I can't find. Let's go look for it, Duke. So yeah, everything's looking good so far. No issues. We're gonna start maybe digging tomorrow so I can put the pipe underground for the septic, and that should be good. Then the only thing I have left is the water. You got your internet dish on your building, I see. Yeah, we got it there. I thought it would be, oops, stepped on the freaking, okay, I didn't pop it. Yeah, I got it up on the top. I thought it would be the best spot for it. I was actually gonna put a post, but do I really wanna, put a post here in the center where I can actually have my deck, right? So I thought I'd put it right in the building there for now and kind of maybe decide whether I'm gonna actually move it or keep it there. But I think I might keep it there. I'll just fix around it and maybe keep it there. It looks pretty good there actually. It's out of the way as well too. I started taking digestive enzymes today. When should I stop taking omeprazole? Right away. What do you think of chelated magnesium? It's just another form to actually be absorbed better in your intestine. It's okay of a form, works not bad. Does not have very much levels of magnesium elemental, and that's what we're actually after. It's not so much about the glycine, citric, chelated, oxide, whichever form of magnesium. You want the best form to absorb, which is magnesium ionic chloride. There's Duke. He caught it. Good catch. I was told ashwagandha, rhodiola, and maca is good for depression, anxiety. Yes, it is, but if you actually overdo it, you're gonna actually cause more of a depression state, and you're gonna actually wear out your adrenals. So could be only cycled 15 days on, 10 days off, 15 days on, 10 days off, especially if you're using ashwagandha. Just a heads up, you'll need to sweep it in the winter. Make sure you can reach with a soft broom or something. Yeah, probably accumulate so much snow. I could actually, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put another deck here. So it's gonna be another deck here. It's gonna be 20 by 20 feet. So once I put the deck here, it's gonna be very easy for me to reach with the ladder that I have, that 10-foot ladder. So that should be good enough for me, I think. I'll just, so the whole section there, from this edge of the deck all the way to the edge of the window, to the edge of the tiny house, I'm gonna put a full deck here. I'm trying to finish it. I'm trying to finish everything hopefully by end of May so I can enjoy the whole summer. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And hey, if you're free, come down. You'll like it this year. There's a lot more things done, and I even got my little greenhouse. I'm trying to put a lot of strawberries in there, right behind me, and cucumbers. So hopefully we'll get that before the kids come out and visit. Probably not till August, but I think I'll have enough. Sharon and I are definitely planning on going to visit. Yeah, 100%. Come down, and I got a spot for you right there where my old spot used to be. So you can put the trailer there. I can't even point by looking there. There you go. You got the water, you got the septic, the whole thing. Beautiful place for sure. There is good air. It is very, very fresh and beautiful beautiful today actually. The sky is very, very clear finally. It's supposed to be nice this week, and actually after that it might maybe get a little bit cooler, which is fine. This way I can work a little bit inside, a little bit outside. So we're trying to kind of finish as much as possible. List best forms of protein, please. Best form of proteins, you got all your animal products. You got your beef, you got your lamb, you got your fish, you got eggs, you got cheeses, anything byproducts of animals. All that stuff is going to be good quality protein, and it's going to be much more bioavailable without causing any digestive issues. How to keep H. pylori at bay? It's not how to keep H. pylori at bay. Why don't you just go after it and heal yourself, heal your gut? Book a time with me. I'm already working with 2 patients in regards to H. pylori. They're already 50% feel way better within the first 3 months. It does take about a 6 months process to actually eliminate H. pylori. Because if you just maintain it at bay, eventually it's going to end up causing cancer in your gut. You definitely don't want that. Let's sit down, relax a bit. Glutamine is good for gut? No, it's not. It's a waste of money. Unless you're willing to take 50 grams a day. If you want glutamine, good product of glutamine is better if you actually do your own bone broth. And then that would be a good amount of glutamine. Duke, you dropped it. Duke spends all his time on the deck. Right, Duke? Getting some sun? He's too relaxed. Either on the deck or under the deck. Right, Duke? Come here. Come here. He listens really well. Yeah, actually, this year is like night and day compared to last year. Right, Duke? Right? He spent too much time with me. Hey, Roberto, how are you? How many trailers can you put on the land? I don't know. Well, for visitors is fine, but not long term. And I'm not planning to actually have any trailers long term. Like eventually, by the end of this August, the trailer on the bottom that I'm actually currently was using for the family and stuff is gonna be sold at the end of this August. So there are gonna be 0 trailers on the land after. Probably I might maybe put like a guest cabin eventually. If I'm able to sell that trailer on the bottom, I'll probably build like a small guest cabin right behind me or something, and it'll be much easier to kind of manage than to kind of have the trailer, because I worry so much about that trailer. It does have a temporary roof, and it's already been crushed once from snow a couple of years ago, and I know it could happen anytime, and I just don't want to take a huge loss, so I'd rather kind of fix it and sell it. Then what's your diet like, sir? You look in shape. I mostly eat meat, that's it. 99% or 98% carnivorous. I do a lot of fasting. Fasting is key as well, but keep in mind as well, when you eat mostly meat, you actually mimic fasting as well too. So definitely it is a good way to do it. Vegetables, I don't eat anything. Mostly fruits. So we got cucumbers. Anything that has seeds is considered a fruit. So cucumbers, I love cucumbers. Only if I grow my own. I never buy any from the store. Berries, strawberries, blueberries. I had an amazing neighbor who used to give me some good cherries. Last year were super incredible. This year I probably won't be getting any. Doesn't look like you're in London any longer. I keep missing it. You're in London? Doesn't look like you're... Rick Grimes? Yeah, maybe it is me. It should be organic meat. There's no such thing as organic meat. Organic meat is bullshit. It's either pasture raised or so grass-fed, grass-finished, or it's gonna be commercialized. Imagine they're feeding the beef or the steer or the cow grains, but they're organic. It doesn't make sense. Organic or non-organic is bullshit for cows. It has to be grass-fed. And if you're not gonna be able to get grass-fed, grass-finished, then eat it as lean as possible. And that's how it should be. Guys, if we can continue tapping the screen, maybe we can get more people who join in, would be great. And we'll do like a little tour around. Duke, where's the ball? Doesn't want to play, Duke. It's way too hot. I need a chair, Duke. Should pull the chairs from downstairs. There you go. It's very, very hot today, which is nice. I think it's gonna reach like 20 degrees, which is good. We can sit in the shade here. Me and Duke. We can have some coffee after. Just downloaded your high blood pressure guide, hoping to get off ACE inhibitor. Yeah, Jojo, go ahead and read it. You have any questions, definitely connect with me. More than happy to help you and stuff, 100%. Yeah, there's Duke right beside me, guys. Can you guys see him? Yeah, you guys can see him. I need to get like a stand for this camera. Is it good, coenzyme Q10? Coenzyme Q10 is good. You just gotta take 300 milligrams to benefit the heart correctly. If you take less than that, you're just wasting your money. What's your diet like? Oh, we've talked about that already. Looks beautiful there. Oh, it's pretty amazing. Hey, let's show you guys the view, what I'm staring at. This is what I spend all my day. I've been lazy. I did a little bit of work, about 4 hours of work today on the land to clean it up and everything. But, you know, when you see this view in front of you, you just don't want to move. You just want to sit there, have like coffee and just enjoy it. So there's my little view. There's my little temporary deck till I actually put the 2x4s. I don't want to spend too much money on it. Keep it basic. I need a roommate. I don't know if I can fit anybody in that tiny house. It's pretty small. But I'm working on, once I get finished everything, I'll definitely have a guest cabin as well too. Oh, I can see a chemtrail. Damn. There's one there. Some weather modification. So relaxing and calm. It is very relaxing. Nuts and seeds, what's your opinion? If they are sprouted, it's not bad. Gorge, definitely not London. Yeah, it's in BC. What have you taken to darken your beard? Years ago it was wire. Oh, years ago. Hasn't been that many years. It's still white. I've been trying different dye, but I don't like them much. So right now I haven't done anything for almost like 4 weeks. But the color is way darker than before. All I've been eating, just eating meat. So I don't know if that has an effect on it. I know Dr. Sean Baker is a big carnivore advocate, and I've been doing carnivore longer than him now. Mine has been 10 years, but he noticed his hair is actually going from white to dark again. For me, I think maybe something is working. I can't tell you for sure. I can't tell you for sure or not. But you know what darkens your hair is an amino acid base of tyrosine. So if you get a lot of tyrosine, and you get a lot of tyrosine in your meat intake, right? And anytime you eat like vegetables, you guys lose a lot of because there is an anti-nutrient, so sometimes it prevents certain minerals and certain vitamins from being absorbed correctly, and sometimes you lose certain amino acids. Second day on full carnivore. So far so good. I want to start raw after a month. Wow, you're gonna jump into it right away, Jimmy. That's awesome. Let me know how you like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have some raw yak for dinner. Maybe we'll actually do like a live video while I'm actually eating it. I usually like to put some stuff on it, but I have nothing here. Sometimes I like to put like cucumber. I don't know. I like cucumbers, but I don't have any because still waiting for them to grow. But yeah, I'm gonna have the raw yak. It'll be really good. Everyone is moving to BC lately. What's up with that? Oh, I've been in BC for many years. I've been coming here every year to actually clean the land. Because if you go, I was all the way in the bottom there. And it's been taking me years to get up to the stop section. Almost from the bottom to here, you're looking about 500, about 900 feet, 800 feet. Raw bear must be an abundance up there. Oh, there's lots. There's a lot of bears up here. It's insane. It's insane. Hopefully I don't see any. And I don't want to see any. You know, I can, if I see some, probably just so I can take a nice little video, but nothing more. I know Duke is actually, he doesn't allow anything to come close because he's constantly with me the whole time. How many acres is yours? 5. We've only cleared about roughly, I think, about an acre and a half I've cleared just to make it all the way up to here. And this section here ended up costing me a lot of money because every year I invest so much money into it to clear one section and bring it up. Like, as you guys can see, there's a lot of trees everywhere there. There's a lot of trees that I have to use for firewood and haven't been able to keep up. So some of them are rotting because I'm not able to kind of cut them up and save them. So it's been a lot of work jumping from one item to another. Is this your summer place? I'm trying to be here all year long if I could. Last year I built the whole tiny house last year. Um, I was gonna stay for the winter, but I didn't have installation done. No water, no septic. So this year the plan is to finish the installation, finish the septic, finish the water, and build my finish my deck. If I finish all these things, then I can probably stay for the winter. And of course, I'm gonna insulate the skirting under the trailer and everything. What am I hearing for the cold? It's gonna be strictly a wood stove. But I'm getting, you know, I am getting power put in as well. I finally got one electrician. He's gonna actually do it for me because I tried doing the solar, tried to doing the battery and all that stuff just so I can have some power. Like the other day we were doing a live video and I lost power because the battery died. Um, so I'm gonna put a wire underground. It's gonna be 475 feet to give me at least 30 amp up on the top so I can have my freezer running and everything. Food that is good for gut. Anything that is not processed is good for the gut, except grains. The only grains you can eat is white rice because it does act like a insulin, like resistant starches. So that would be not bad, but you should not have it every single day. Damn that acetyl L-carnitine! I took 5 grams. Now it gave me a headache. Maybe I took too much. So there's my little truck. There's my little old trailer. There's my little temporary deck. Let's go inside. I don't know if you guys have seen inside, some of you. So this is the front. So if I'm sitting there, I can still have a look at my beautiful mountain. So the inside here is very small. It's not that big. It's only about roughly 19 feet length and about 12 feet in width, and height is about 13 feet. And as you can see, I did add the trailer on it. So I'm gonna frame the door, frame the window. I'm gonna close the bottom section. I was gonna actually have like an opening where I can put my shoes there, but I'm gonna close it up. What is your favorite carb for your carb load? White rice. White rice has the least anti-nutrient effect. And inside here, this is all gonna be framed and it's all gonna be closed up because you guys can see there's a gap still. There's my bed, me and Duke. I sleep on the top, Duke sleeps here. Usually he likes to sleep on the floor, but he doesn't. In here, I pulled this off 2 years ago. I pulled the whole framing of the trailer. I double insulated about 2 inches of a spray closed foam. So it gives me R20 because I have the big windows. And I installed a heater, a gas heater as an emergency. There's my computer work. I just put the internet, I drilled the hole in the roof. I haven't fixed the wiring yet. There's my battery that gives me power for about 4 to 5 days, sometimes less. There's my Cayenne. It's growing. And a little bit of a mess still because we're still kind of working on a lot of things. Why do people say magnesium deficiency is rare if heart disease is still #1? So why do people say magnesium deficiency is rare? Because they're clueless. They have no clue. You know, the first sign of heart disease, when you have heart disease or stroke and you check your magnesium, you're gonna notice that your magnesium is like completely eliminated from your body, and taurine is they're gonna be at the lowest levels. And that's the only reason you end up getting atherosclerosis, and that's the only reason you end up having a heart attack or stroke. And you guys reminded me, I'm gonna take my taurine right now. So taurine is very, very important. So I'm gonna take 3 grams right now. So there you go, there's 3 grams. Got my magnesium as well in a copper cup. Is it good to use coenzyme Q10? Yes, it is. I would. If you have any issues with the heart, I would. Is taurine from Now Company good? Yes, it is. They all use two different companies out there to produce taurine. What is taurine good for? Antiplatelet, anticoagulation. It's heavily found in your eyes, in your brain, and your heart, and it's one of the heavily used amino acid because it detoxifies the body non-stop. And guess what? Everybody that has a heart attack or a stroke, they're actually depleted in taurine. And taurine helps magnesium access the cells correctly. I did multiple videos on taurine and the benefit of it. It's tasteless, right? Yeah, it's 100% tasteless. That's why I kind of put it in my mouth and I actually drink my magnesium water after. What brand taurine? This is a Canadian brand that I use by Canpriv, but I was using Now and I was using Life Extension from iHerb before. So they're a good brand as well too. What do you think about colloidal silver? Hey, I use colloidal silver for external stuff. I currently I've been out for about 2 days now because I used it on Duke. I give some to Duke in his water as well because he tends to kind of sniff and eat a lot of things that he shouldn't. And I actually used to put a drop in my filter water because I drink quite a bit from the creek just in case. But yeah, 100%. I'm going to order some more. And I have another colloidal silver that's actually for external use. So if you have cuts or anything like that, it is highly good to use. Where do we buy taurine? If you go to my profile page, because all the supplements I take, guys, I know a lot of people ask me, well, which one do you take? How can we get yours instead of actually just wondering which one to get? I put everything on my website, guys. I have 1,000 milligrams now brand. What dose? I take 3,000 milligrams 3 times a day. Can you take it internally? Can you take it internally? Which one? Colloidal silver? Yes, you could. Is that 3,000 milligrams a day, taurine? I'd take 3,000 milligrams 3 times a day. Is cocoa powder good for heart health or is it BS? It's bullshit. It has very small amount of flavonoids. Very small amount. You're gonna end up causing more of an oxalate issue because it's very high in oxalates, more than you're actually gonna support your heart with cacao. It's bullshit. They're just it's the biggest fraud out there to actually sell the product. I'm just gonna have some niacin so we can get flushed. How many supplements should we take every day and what are those? I think it's better for you to book a time with me because every person is different than the other. You can't just take 20, 30, 40 different supplements. It's all based on your goal and on what's your body's missing. What about nibs? Same shit, same stuff. All that stuff is crap. Full of oxalates. If you do good on it, go for it. If you don't do good on it, don't eat it. I was eating a lot of dark chocolate this winter for a cheat snack and it gave me back constipation. Yeah, it does that. It's okay to have once in a while, but having them all the time is just gonna kill you. Hey Sherry, thank you. Thanks so much for the heart. They're all the same. Seriously, guys, there's a lot of stuff out there. When you notice for fact, it is too good to be true, and there's so many influencers freaking talking about it. Obviously, there's something wrong with it. Do some research. If you're not sure, ask me. I'll do the research for you. I hear some trace minerals have bad metals. What are trusted brand? This is one of the best trusted brand. I've seen their certificate of analysis. These guys, there's another one that I used to recommend before from iHerb as well by Trace Minerals. That's the company name. They're both certificate of analysis is very, very clean. I like this one better because the absorption rate is way better than the other one. And I have it on the website as well too. It actually comes from Australia. Is 500 milligrams of niacin a day good to consume? Yeah, you can take 500, 1,000, 1,500. It depends on your goal. Opinion about glutathione, the mother of antioxidant. You definitely need that to support your fatty liver disease, lungs, brain, eyes, heart, everything. But sometimes you cannot take a glutathione directly because if you don't get reduced glutathione, your body won't recognize it, won't absorb it. So it's better to get it from, let's say, take an NAC or alpha lipoic acid and let your body do its own conversion would be great. How much should we take of trace minerals? So the one I have in my hand, I take 200 milligrams every 3 hours, sometimes more. It depends how my day go. It depends how intense or stressful it is. So you have to kind of decide. It's all about hydration, proper hydration. Never drink water without taking your magnesium. And if you're going to be drinking more than a couple cups, you don't have to put 40 drops in every single cup. You can put a couple of drops, or you can actually get a jug of water and actually fill up as many drops as you want in there. I have a Trace Minerals brand. I love that Trace Mineral blend. Yeah, it works really good. It tastes nice. It's not that bad, and it actually is gonna satisfy your needs, especially with the hydration. What do you think about NMN? So right now, I've been using NMN from the company Australia. I like it. Even though I'm only sleeping sometimes 2 or 3 hours, I still wake up very energized, and I like it. And so far, I had one patient that would actually reverse his stage 3B kidney disease with NMN. And now I'm working with another patient right now. So if the second patient as well, his kidney disease increases from stage 4 to stage 2, then I would highly recommend NMN for anybody with kidney disease issues. Is taking magnesium malate good daily? Magnesium malate is mostly as an energy molecule. What is it called? The Trace Minerals. Aussie Trace Minerals. I have it on my website. Hey Carter, how are you? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Check out the beautiful view we're at today. Yeah. Here's my beautiful mountain. Oh, we got another freaking chemtrail. There was one this morning and there's another one. So we're gonna probably get some weather modification bullshit. Kind of sucks. They always want to ruin the weather for us. That's crazy. This sucks. It's been like a clear sky all day today. Beautiful place. A lot of work. I got most of everything done on my tiny house. Just gotta do the insulation, get my water. I'll be good. My uncle had kidney failure, and the doctor told him to consume baking soda. Is that beneficial? Baking soda for the bicarbonate works not bad, just so you can put your system into a alkaline phase. But your pancreas already does that. You need NMN to actually reverse the kidney disease issue. Which is good brand of NMN. The one that I've been using with my patient is the one I have on the website. It comes directly from Australia. And if you use my name, you do get 20% off. So check it out. They do have berberine. They have resveratrol. I ordered some resveratrol. Actually, I'm getting it soon. I'm going to be taking like 1,000. No, I'm going to be taking 2,000 milligrams a day as a test to see what happens. Does having, let's hope not more than 2 lines. Yeah, no kidding. I don't want more than that. I wish I can shoot them down. They're probably listening to us. Does having any magnesium mean putting magnesium elemental into cells itself? Does having any magnesium mean putting, well, any type of magnesium you have, the problem is if you have an adequate amount of elemental, it's not going to go inside the cells. And if you have taurine, you're never going to hit at the cellular level. You're always going to take magnesium. You might maybe feel good, but the moment you stop magnesium, you're back to square one. So you need taurine to actually help allow magnesium to enter the cells, but you need the proper magnesium elemental as well too. Guy is warming up. He's sleeping inside. Can you guys see him? There he is. Little Dookie. He's out sleeping. He's relaxing. It's way too hot for him. I took freaking. I have a headache. It's the first time I ever get a headache. I took too much acetyl L-carnitine. I was trying to actually do a mega dose shot for recovery, and 5,000 I took 5,000 milligrams of liposomal. That's very dangerous. Usually, you take 5,000 milligrams of like powder, but 5,000 milligrams of liposomal is very intense. That's almost equivalent to about probably 12, 14 grams in total. What kind of fasts do you do? I do 18 hours every day. I do 24 hours once a week. I do 36 hours every 3 weeks. And I do like 5 days every 6 months. You're having vitamin? I'm getting a lot of vitamin D. Lot of vitamin D. I need it because this winter was brutal. Brutal. Eye floaters, taurine, astaxanthin, nitric oxide. You can fix the issue. If you need help, book a time with me. Have you heard of animal pack vitamins? Yes, I have, and I used to use them back in the days. I don't believe in multivitamins anymore because I've done so much research over the years, and the problem with a lot of the multivitamins are there's no such thing as one vitamin fits everybody's genome or everybody's microbiome. They're all bullshit, especially if it is man-made. Most of the vitamins and minerals will cancel each other out. I would actually stay away from that. You're just spending way too much money on that stuff, and it's better if you actually customize the vitamins and minerals that your body requires based on the diet you follow. Seriously. I just discovered your channel and subscribed. Gabriel, thank you. What is your opinion on the keto diet? I've done the keto diet. What would you like to know? For weight loss, it's not bad. If you're gonna actually continue at it, especially if you're the type of person that likes to actually exercise and put on muscle mass, you're gonna actually struggle a bit with ketogenic because they don't focus so much about intake of protein. They focus more on the high fat intake. Yes, it gives you the energy, it gives you the cognition, but you will lose your muscle mass. I lost about 15% to 20% of muscle mass when I was on a ketogenic. Would I go back on it? Hell no. I am doing more of a carnivorous diet. I find that is a lot more stable for me. But for weight loss and stuff, it works excellent. But keep in mind, you have to actually do what is called a carb load once a week, or else you're going to end up having like an underactive thyroid. And that's very crucial because if you end up having an underactive thyroid, then if you're trying to lose weight, your weight is just going to halt. So it's very crucial to have both in there. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Which vitamins should I take then? It's not about which vitamins should you take. So it's all based on the food you eat, the food you consume, and what vitamins and minerals are missed out from that food intake. Then we can actually build it up for you. I can't just tell you over here unless you book a time with me. We can sit down. Excuse me. We can sit down and actually go over all your lifestyle. Then I can tell you exactly what you're missing and what you should be supplementing. Are you flushing yet? No, not yet. Usually it hits me right away. If it doesn't hit me right away, that means maybe I'm building my tolerance to it. I was just asking your opinion. I've been doing keto for 2 years, and last 5 months ago, I've gone carnivore mostly. Oh, perfect. Yeah, carnivore is awesome. I've been carnivore for 10 years now. But keto is not bad, like I said, for weight loss purposes. Nothing more than that. Or possibly if you're trying to heal specific certain types of, let's say, cancer, then it does work not bad. But there's other alternatives you can actually do. It's just, it depends on your goal. Carnivore diet is pretty amazing because you can actually consume the protein, the building blocks for your muscle, if that's what you're after as well. Kiwi is good for heart health. Kiwi are good. They actually have some good enzymes to actually break down protein correctly. Does the magnesium have to say elemental magnesium on the bottle? No, they all contain a magnesium elemental. It's just, it depends on the form. There's different percentage. That's why I always kind of cheer up, magnesium ionic chloride, because it has about 65% elemental absorption compared to other brands. Best food for vitamins for thyroid health. It's not whether it's best food. And your thyroid is all 80% coming from your gut. Hey, Jade, 20% your thyroid. So it's not food for your thyroid. It's staying away from carbohydrates. Staying away from processed food. And if you're doing carbohydrates, you should actually do like a cyclical carbohydrates. You're not actually destroying your thyroid or end up having like underactive thyroid. Question, since I'm most eating meat and some fruit, what fruits might be best for this diet? Berries. Berries are probably your best. Now, once in a week, you can take, something a little bit heavier on the sugar, like mangoes or bananas and so on and so forth. I kind of look at that as more of a carb load, especially if you're putting on some muscle mass. But as general rule, like you got cucumbers, they have seeds without the skin, of course. You got apples without the skin again. You got berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, anything like that would be great. Huckleberries, because they do contain quite a bit of antioxidants, and they do support your body with quite a bit of polyphenol, especially if you're the type of person that consumes a lot of fats. The problem is certain individuals, roughly about 33% of the population, don't have the proper enzymes to break down the fats. So you just have to kind of keep an eye on that. So if you do consume a lot of fats, it's good to have a lot of blueberries and strawberries because they actually act as a polyphenols, and in case they are getting oxidized, it will actually prevent the oxidization, which is pretty amazing. You're a heart surgeon? No, I'm not. Wild blueberries are nice. Yeah, wild blueberries are nice. I can't wait till I get some. I have a small batch that grows there. Only like I get like 5 pieces every summer. But my plan is, of course, it's not gonna happen this year. But maybe I'll start this year. I want to grow like 100 plants of blueberries so I can enjoy having at least like a cup a day for like a month if I could. Would be awesome. That's why I like growing honey berries. When they reach about 5 years, every berry will be like this big. You can get like almost like a good 10-20 pounds from one plant. Is organic wild blueberry powder is good as fresh? It's mostly you're gonna get your polyphenols and fiber, nothing more, nothing less. You're not gonna get much other than that. I do blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, avocado, coconut water with honey every morning. Cheers to that. That sounds delicious. I haven't had honey for a long time. Sorry, I forgot what you do for a living. A clinical nutritionist. Alberto's custom hats. Hey, I gotta get one of your hats, Alberto. Then maybe I can advertise it for you when I do lives. I just need like a cowboy hat. I also have natural orange nano emulsified polyphenols from Quicksilver Scientific. That's not bad. That's not bad. As long as you're getting about 1,000 to about 2,000 milligrams of polyphenols would be excellent. Awesome, good to hear. Is raw honey okay for carb load day instead of white rice? So the thing is, when we look at honey, honey has to be raw, unpasteurized, which is great. When I'm talking about carb load, you need to actually have at least 2.5 grams to 7.5 grams per 1 pound of body weight. So it doesn't mean having 1 cup of rice is sufficient enough for carb load. You need to at least do the calculations, because keep in mind, you're going to be going about a week or 2 weeks sometimes with no carbs. You want to refuel the glycogen storage, and sometimes you want to actually consume quite a bit enough of glucose, and the best glucose is going to be coming from white rice. Now keep in mind, honey still have fructose, and the fructose sometimes is very heavy on the liver to actually break down and switch to and convert to glucose, especially if people have like they're trying to lose weight or they have a fatty liver disease. So preferably you can have, let's say, dextrose. Dextrose is pure 100% glucose, but the problem is with dextrose, it's actually derived from corn, and most of it is, even if they claim is non-GMO, it's still derived from corn. So yeah, white rice would be still one of your best bets, seriously. And one of the best to actually be broken down correctly and giving you the glucose that you need and to actually satisfy your needs. Now you can have about 1 or 2 plates, and on your last plate you can maybe drizzle a little bit of MCT oil or maybe a little bit of olive oil, so you don't cause too much of an insulin spike. The whole idea with the carb load is you have your meal, your insulin spikes because it's simple carbohydrates, and we want it to actually go back to normal level within under 4 hours. If it does exceed over 4 hours, and that could happen from eating complex or honey or other things, then you're gonna actually cause an inflammation factor. Then you're gonna wake up the next day feeling like shit. I got California organic jasmine. Is that decent, Maurice? Yeah, 100%. 100%, yes. Thanks, Maurice. Thanks to Maurice, I went off 10 milligrams of strong popular and US psychiatric pills daily within 1 day. Cheers, that's awesome. I'm glad everything is working out good for you. And good to hear. Keep up the good work. That's good to hear. That's good news. How do you reverse familiar hypercholesterolemia? So if you have familiar hypercholesterolemia, it's not about how to reverse it. The question is your cholesterol being oxidized? That's the big question. If your cholesterol is being oxidized, then we have to look into it, why it's being oxidized. But if it's not being oxidized, nothing to worry about. Cholesterol numbers are pretty much irrelevant unless it's being oxidized. If they are being oxidized, then we actually have to look at your lifestyle, and we do have to do some adjustments. I live with a hypercholesterolemia myself, and it is a genetic, and it is a hereditary issue, but none of it is being oxidized. And as long as you have enough polyphenols in your diet, you should be good. What should blood glucose be after eating? It depends what you eat. It fluctuates. How do you find out if it's being oxidized? There's actually a blood test you can get done. It's called OX-LDL, LPPLA2, LP small a, ApoB, and ApoA1. All these are inflammatory factors for oxidization of LDL. Best way to get rid of oxalates in the body, takes 3 years. It takes 3 years to get rid of oxalates from your body, but magnesium assists in that process. Heavily, it assists in that process. And the way you can tell your oxalates are actually coming out from your body, let's say if you go on a carnivorous diet and you've been on it, cheers to the hat, that looks good. Thank you. You'll be doing like the carnivore diet for about 3 years. You're gonna go into like massive joint pain, and after a few months, you're gonna start to wake up in the morning and you're gonna find there's like white powder on your skin, and that's how you know the oxalates are finally coming out of your system. So what helps with the oxalates? You have magnesium and eliminating all the greens from your diet, anything that has oxalates, pretty much. It's not easy, it's tough. But any pains, any crystals, headaches, gout issues, all that stuff will just disappear. It's pretty amazing stuff. Darlene, thanks so much for the flowers. Cheers. Yeah, the stuff works pretty amazing, and averages I've seen, anybody that actually end up switching to like a carnivorous diet takes roughly about 3 years for the oxalates to actually be depleted from the body. Now, if you are going to eat certain things that could contain oxalates, it's best to actually consume some real cheese with it, because the calcium will actually bind to the oxalates in your body. So it's not a bad way of actually looking into it as well. I need a stand so I can put it that high. I don't have anything. You keep holding it in my hand. It'll be easy that way to answer. This way I can do some work while I'm talking to you guys. So tomorrow, you guys, don't forget to tune in. Maybe we'll do it'll be like an evening chat. I want to cook some yak tongue on wood stove outside. I have to cook it probably about like 2 p.m. It's gonna take about maybe 3 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have dinner around 6, that's not bad. What's the best vitamin for fertility? Zinc and copper. But fertility, to actually increase the chances, you'll actually have to go on a low carb diet. Looks like a beautiful area. Here, let me show you. Let me switch the camera for you guys, so see where I'm sitting. There we go. There we go. Regal, it's all yours. I'm just sitting outside right now. There's my little FJ. There's my little view on the mountain. I'm just sitting on my temporary deck that I built, and my little tiny house behind me. Where are you? It looks good. I'm in BC right now, guys. I was living in the city. I've been here 3 days now, so I came back to finish my tiny house, and if I finish everything, then I'll stay here for the winter. Yeah, I'm in Canada West. The sky is so clear here. Let's take a little walk. I don't want to make too much noise. You guys can see Duke is sleeping. He's awake. He heard me. Go back to sleep, buddy. So yeah, I have a temporary deck here. It's about 19 foot by 10. Oh, you're going to BC for work for 3 weeks. What about? Stop by, say hello. Spend a day here. Richard, let me know when. It depends if you're not too far from here, because I know BC is pretty big. So we got more lumber. I got my mace workout. When I get good at it, actually, we'll do some videos on that, because I almost hurt myself yesterday with it. First time doing it. Ah, there's Luke, big boy. He's awake. Yeah, so there's my back section. There's a crown land on the top. There's my little greenhouse. Every time I walk by here, I smell something. I'm trying to see what the hell is it. think maybe it's wood. It smells like gas. I should get my gas meter to make sure there's no leakage. Can't smell anything. There's my little greenhouse on the top. Let's go up there. Hopefully I don't lose signal. I grabbed all the pieces of wood that I have left over and I put them together. So it's not the best. Kitamat, the LNG plant. How far is that? Never heard of that. Hopefully I don't lose signal. So there's my little greenhouse. I just grabbed all the pieces of wood that I have and put them all together. So it looks a little bit crooked, but hey, it's something better than nothing. And Duke did this. He actually bent one of the posts. This big boy there. There's my little tiny house, and I have the trailer attached to it. So it's like a full unit now. My wife's creatine levels is elevated. What can we do to fix it? Creatine is irrelevant to be high. The only reason it's high is two things. She either trains, she trains with heavy weights, or if she's not training and she's taking some kind of medication, it's causing muscle breakdown. So all depends. So I'm taking all the bags from under the trailer because I'm gonna actually fix it up. I'm gonna actually skirt it, and I'm actually gonna start to dig underground here so I can put a pipe directly to the septic tank underground. There's my little container that I bought instead of building a garage. There's my little plants. There's my wood stove so we can cook some yak tongue tomorrow. Does watermelon interact with magnesium? It shouldn't. It's very high in sugar. So what happens is if you have too much sugar in the body, it won't allow magnesium to actually uptake at the cellular level correctly. Kidneys, what about kidneys? Did I miss something? Kidneys, what was the previous question? I can't remember now. But yeah, this is my place. I was staying in the trailer in the bottom while I was actually fixing this section and cutting the trees, and I made this whole section there for Duke so he can play and dig and hide his little food and bones. When you are finished, can you move your house on wheel? No, that's it. It's just gonna be set permanent. As you can see, like this is just a temporary deck there, but these posts, I did everything last year. It took me about 2.5 months to do the whole tiny house, and I drove the trailer in and I actually parked it and I actually assembled the bottom, and we have it attached to the tiny house. Now I'm gonna actually close off that whole section nicely so it looks nice, and it's insulated for the winter. Does eating liver cause gout? No. What causes gout is fructose. Let's go up. Hopefully I can make it without falling. There we go. Creatine levels usually kidney damage from protein passing RN here. No, it's not. It's incorrect information. I don't care if you're a registered nurse or registered something. Creatine being high is something else. Without getting the ACR level, without getting your albumin level, creatine to albumin level, we won't know that, and we cannot just say it's kidney damage. It's not a kidney damage. Just sometimes there's certain medications you could be taking, such as statins, for example. It actually destroys your muscles. You end up seeing creatinine level goes up. But thanks for the comment. It's not so much about the kidney. It's very rare that it's a kidney issue. And trust me, a lot of bodybuilders that I deal with, a lot of them, they actually have sometimes creatine just due to the muscle building they have, and due to the stuff they end up doing sometimes, throwing off their ratio. Creatine levels usually kidney high when eating a carnivore diet. Do we need to have veggies with us? No, you don't. You don't need to have veggies. Going to get cold. Oh, it is going to get cold, very cold here. Trust me, I left last year around November, and it was only like -5, but it was freaking freezing cold. I didn't have no heat or nothing going, so it got really, really cold. I had to run back to the city. Well, we see it in trauma one. The problem is, you are correct. Like sometimes it could be a kidney issues, but sometimes keep in mind when you have high creatinine levels, if you don't get your albumin level checked, so you know the ratio between creatinine and albumin, then pretty much having the creatine by itself is irrelevant. Now, yes, you do see it in a trauma because there's so much muscle breakdown that your creatinine levels goes up. Now, the only reason you get a creatinine breakdown is you're taking statins, you're taking high blood pressure medications. I have another person here saying that if you take creatine supplements, sometimes you end up seeing too much. It's almost like a waste of a product. Now, if your kidneys, your EGFR levels of kidneys is about 80 or 90 or higher, that means there's nothing conflicting with your kidney because your albumin levels are excellent. And whenever we see like a creatinine level and albumin level being outrageous, let's say outrageous numbers, blood test is irrelevant unless you get a urination test for 24 hours. Once you get your urination test for 24 hours, now we can tell, okay, is there a kidney disease? Is the kidneys leaking? Is the filtration working? So we have to actually ask these questions. I can understand you probably see it in trauma and everything, but it doesn't really give us an answer. If a random person tells me, hey, Maurice, my creatinine is up high, I'll have to actually do a lot more blood testing than to assume it's a kidney issue and start actually treating the kidney without actually digging further. So we have to dig further through everything. It's the same thing as somebody says, hey, Maurice, I have high cholesterol. Should I take statins? Hell no. Let's dig to it. Let's see exactly your lifestyle. What's causing the cholesterol to go up? Is the cholesterol being oxidized? Now, if the cholesterol is being oxidized, then we say, okay, we have an issue now. Your cholesterol is being oxidized. Let's actually fix the oxidization before we actually worry about lowering the cholesterol. So same thing happened with the creatinine levels. Everything has to be, you have to actually dig a lot further. Don't just look at just one factor. One factor is pretty much irrelevant. Is it normal to crave meat? Yeah, 100%, because you're missing a lot of nutrients in your diet. I'm taking beta blockers. Yeah, for blood pressure. Kidney disease, stage 3, is it reversible? So far, I've worked with one patient 4 months ago. He was in a stage 3B. Now he went up to stage 2 by actually getting him to take NMN with TMG. Is it reversible? Right now, my answer, I can say yes, it is reversible. I am working with a second patient right now that we're trying to do the same thing. If his actually gets reversed within about 3 months, then definitely it is reversible, 100%. Yes, my husband started losing a musical from muscles from cholesterol medication. He stopped taking my meds. Yeah, 100%. Or else you're gonna stay on the medications. You have to increase vitamin D3 up to like 20,000 IU a day to prevent that. How to lower TSH? TSH is irrelevant. Again, TSH by itself means nothing. Is your pituitary gland that's actually releasing more hormones to your TSH, but we don't know whether your T4 is converting to T3. MSM or none? What do you mean MSM or none? Q10 2 with statins. Yes, you need coenzyme Q10 minimum 300 milligrams of favor or NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide. Is aspartame bad for health? And in minuscule intake, it's okay, but in large dosage, it does cause excitotoxins, which is it can actually destroy your cells. So I would actually stay away from it. Try to use something else, something a little bit more natural, like maybe some sugar molecule. Sorry, my head hurts just because I took very high amounts of acetyl L-carnitine. That's the first time. Isn't kidney damage from having constant high blood sugar? High blood sugar is one of them. High blood pressure is one of them. Insulin resistance, too much fructose in the body, too much oxalates in the body. It could be many things. Stop getting gabapentin. What's the best supplement to help myelin? MCT, your myelin sheet. MCT oil would be like your best. Or I like the omega-3s, but I like mostly DHA because it does not oxidize. So I would say probably take DHA about 3,000 milligrams, take an MCT oil would be ideal. These would be like your top. Have water. Who, me? I've drank enough. I think I need more. I think it's the, I took a very high dose. That's why. I like to actually experiment stuff. You know what helps repair fascia? So if we're talking about the skin, I would probably say more of, I don't know. I'll have to check to see if I put on my. I don't have an answer to give you for that. I'll have to look into it for fascia. But so it's usually something to actually with the relaxation. I know magnesium has a huge repair with that. I just have to figure out. Watermelon hydrates really good. Yeah, and it's full of sugar. What helps with hydration is trace minerals, electrolytes coming natural from seawater, not from so much from fruits contain too much sugars. How to lower ALT and AST levels? Just drink some milk thistle. The question is, why are they high, or are they just being overstimulated? The question is, what the hell you've been eating to cause that? Any herbs for kidney disease? Milk thistle, dandelion, but they're not gonna really help if you have a kidney disease issue. How much water should we drink in a day? It varies per person. You can drink 1 liter or 2 liters. It depends on the person. There's no set level of how much water you can drink. It's all about hydrating correctly more than actually just shoving too much water down on our throats. So do you not eat sugar at all? I'd like to be like that. Yeah, I don't. Maybe once a week when I do carb load. Other than that, I stick on a carnivorous diet, so I don't eat sugars at all. Don't you get cold when you fast? I get cold when I fast. The only reason you're getting cold when you fast is because you're losing a lot of trace minerals. I don't know. What about a struggle? It does work not bad. Not much. Not much. I don't have much information with proper information whether anybody has used it and healed from it. Like sometimes you might hear scientific research or people have used it, but we need some, pure evidence sometimes. How long to fast? Well, it depends. You can fast 18 hours, you can fast 24 hours, you can fast 3 days, 4 days. I do 6 days every 6 months, and I do 18 hours every day. And it depends on the person. Depends what your goal is. The goal will predict, what and how long you should be fasting for. What do you think about using salt pipe for chest infection? Yeah, you can use that. Or you can use NAC. Or you can use ivermectin. There's a lot of things you can use. How long does it take for the body to get rid of sugars? It varies. You need to deplete your glycogen storage. To deplete your glycogen storage can take roughly about 4 days, 3 to 4 days. On the 7th day, you should actually start to fall into ketosis. This is creek water. It tastes really, really good. Seriously. You can't even compare it. I just fasted the 3 hours. Cheers to that. 3 hours is a good start. But keep in mind, when you sleep at night, you're actually fasting that time too. So if you had your meal about 6, you don't eat till next day 6 o'clock. That's 12 hours fasting, which is awesome. That's a good step. Where did you find the copper cup? I bought this from Amazon, guys. They're cheap. They're like, I bought 4 of them for I think like $20 or something. It doesn't have to be like fancy. I know I don't care about being fancy or anything. This is like supposed to be like handmade and stuff, but it looks nice. I like it. I tried to drink like warm water with it. It didn't taste good, so I was making coffee because I didn't have any cups. How to fix insomnia? Book a time with me. I'll walk you through it because there's a lot of steps to take. Amazon Canada. Yeah, and Amazon Canada, they had it. If you are in the US, you can probably find it there better than Canada as well, too. What are your thoughts on green powder supplement like AG1? I think they're just bullshit, man-made stuff. I don't like any man-made stuff, especially when it comes down to like multivitamins. I like a single ingredient vitamin than to actually come up with an ingredient, say, hey, this is like the perfect green drink, or hey, this is a perfect multivitamin. There's no such thing as one multivitamin that fits in everybody's body. What is it made out of? Is it healthy? It's copper. Straight copper. So every liter you drink from copper cups, you get about 2 milligrams of copper. Copper, you just get copper. Copper is good. You need copper to prevent heart attacks, to prevent strokes. We barely get copper in our diets. Something quick for insomnia, please. Magnesium glycinate, L-theanine cherry tart. That would be like, what you can do. Hey, bud, you're awake. You're awake. You want me to go spray you with some water so you can cool down? Or are you tired? You still have an hour before you eat. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to go, where do you want to go? It's very hot today. Oh, we have the swimming pool for you. We should fill it up with some water so you can jump in it. I should go get it. I got him a swimming pool last year. We should actually fill it up with some water so you can play with it. I sent you a message inbox for consultation through TikTok. Okay, I'll check it here. I won't be able to check it right now, Alberto, because I'll lose the live. So once I hang up the live, I'll go check it. What kind? Love your dog. Thank you. What kind of what? What kind? Alberto's custom hats. Yeah, I'll check it shortly here. Alberto, thanks so much for the message. What does your family thought about you going off so far to go living? Aren't they worried? Yeah, oh yeah, they're all worried. They call me every single day. It is what it is. You got to do certain things you enjoy at the end of the day, right? Families are families. That's why I kind of make the area nice and safe here, and they come and visit me for 2 weeks in August. My parents, nieces and nephews, they love it here. And this way, I look after the place, make sure it's nice and safe for them when they come and spend some time. We'll have a blast. How are your plants doing? Here, let's go check them out. I just fed them some water the other day. Do you work out? Oh yeah, I exercise quite a bit. Let's go see the plants and you guys can see my exercise equipment. I used to have my own gym a couple years ago, but I had to get rid of it. Well, let me switch the camera. So we got 2 honeyberries. We got that's a cherry, a dwarf cherry, and all these pods here. I have freaking cucumbers here. We got cucumbers growing there, and we got in that big thing. I put all the 40 plants of strawberries, but they're not coming out yet. They probably will soon. I'm getting there slowly because I just put everything together. And let me go show you guys where I train. So I have the machine that I do my resistant bands with, which is pretty awesome. Duke found somebody. Something's going on. How can we trust any vitamins are most produced by pharmaceutical companies? You gotta ask for certificate of analysis to make sure they are clear of issues. Here, let me show you guys my little workout machine. I've had this for like 8 years. I didn't use it for 2 years because I did injure my shoulder. So let's switch the camera. Can you guys see it? Here's my little pull-up bar that I do all my workout on. It's my favorite little machine. Hi Maurice, long time no see. Oh hey, how are you? It's been a while. You haven't been coming on anymore. I've been coming as much as I could. I'm finally off a grid. Been here about 3 days now. So there's my little tiny house that I started last year. I don't know if you guys can see it, maybe too much glare from the sun. Yeah, there's a little tiny house. Hopefully I can get it finished this year so I can stay here for the winter. Where's Duke? Here's my little wood stove. We're gonna be cooking some beef tongue tomorrow, so you guys gotta come by and check it out. Bar looks tall. How tall are you? Oh, it's not that tall. I like to jump to get it. I'm a short person. I'm only like 5'8", 5'9". Duke is having too much fun running around. Are those hockey sticks? Where? Hockey sticks. Where did you see a hockey sticks? The bar, you mean? Isn't kidney damage from having... No, we read that. Maurice, any thoughts on how MyoQ compares to ubiquinol, coenzyme Q10? I'll have to look at the ingredients for you. I know I'd like to go with ubiquinol for the coenzyme Q10. It's better absorbed in the system, but I have to look at the MyoQ. Is there anything specific in their ingredient? Yes, the pull-up machine. Oh, the pull-up machine is actually made by a company in Lithuania. I was supposed to become like a distributor for them. That was like almost 6 years ago for Canada, and somebody from overseas in China copied it and they start selling it. They're very expensive. They actually go for about $600-700. I would never pay that much money for that machine, so it was given to me as a gift from the company, and I still have it. So it actually attaches onto a post at least 9 inches in diameter, or a tree, and let's go back to it here. So there it is, my little workout machine, so I can do my pull-ups and everything on it. MyoQ is myroquinol mesylate. Apparently it's able to support mitochondria better. Lots of studies. Okay, I'll have to check it. I haven't been taking ubiquinol for numerous years now, but I'll have to kind of dig into it to actually give you a better understanding. But that's good to know about it. Have you been taking it? Have you noticed any difference? Any advice why triglyceride would shoot up from 135 to 190 with clean diet change? What do you mean by clean diet change? You know, sometimes people will tell me I'm on a clean diet, but what is clean diet? What you're eating could be affecting you in a negative way, or maybe you're over consuming certain things that your triglyceride gone up. Sugars. Duke, we can go out there. Who are you trying to go after? Yeah, let me know. Send me maybe a message. I'll check it out. But if you're using it, let me know how you feel. Like, I know for the mitochondria, I'm still using creatine and D-ribose. They've been my favorite for a long time. How do I know if it's real copper? I would like to buy one. Oh, you'll know. It has to be. It comes with a small certificate. We'll say 100% pure copper. Just make sure it's not mixed with anything. It will actually say on it. What are you looking at? I don't see no deers. I don't see no coyotes. He's looking at something. I won't let you out. He wants to come out to go after. That's the problem with Duke. If I let him out, or I have the cage open, the gate open, he'll actually go on the crown land and he won't come back. And the problem is I'll have to go look for him, and he could get himself in trouble. Freezing up. Duke, you're not going out. Okay, I'll go out with you. I'm gonna put the leash on you if you're gonna go out. Hold on, guys. He wants to go out. Something is bothering him. Okay, let's go follow him. Oh yeah, he's going nuts. He's right behind me. We're outside the gate. I don't know if I have signal here, but I put the internet on the top. So let's see if I actually, hopefully we won't lose the signal, guys. Hey, Andrea, thanks so much for the flowers. Oh, he just wants to play with the water. Freezing up? Is it freezing up for you guys? How's the connection right now? I'll try to stay here by the tree. Hopefully I don't lose the signal. I shouldn't lose the signal because the internet box is much higher now. And if I lose it, then maybe I didn't do a good job. I'm just gonna set the phone here. Is that better? Okay, good to know. This way, I just gotta keep my eye on Duke in case. I have him on a big leash, but still. Because behind me just fall Crownland. I thought Duke was a deer for a second. Oh, if I was a deer, it would have been nice dinner for the night. Duke, we're not going. There's something bothering him out there. I know he wants to go after him, but I can't do that. If I was a rabbit, maybe I'd go, but shit. Almost dropped me. Yeah, he's seeing something he doesn't like. Duke, what do you see? Not going up there, bud. Yeah, he has. I gave him about 20 feet in distance. That's good enough for him. And you guys want to know the funny thing? I have a Karen next door. Where are you? Wherever you are is beautiful. It's an amazing place. Let me show you guys the front. He needs orange vest so he doesn't get shot. Yeah, I think so because somebody last week when I came, they thought he was a coyote, and he hates putting the vest on because it gets him like super hot. So I went and got him the collar around his neck, and it's actually like super red, bright color red, and but it's hard to see. Here, let's switch the camera again. Oh, we did already switch it. Okay, good. There we go. Oh, he's playing with my little greenhouse. Duke, leave it alone. How much does Duke weigh? He's about 100 pounds right now. He did reach his max about 110 last year. He probably will put that back on here because he's moving a lot more. He'll probably gain a little bit more muscle mass. He's gonna probably get a little bit thicker, but he's about 100 pounds right now. He's pretty big. He's a big boy. He can toss me around very easily. If he wants something, it doesn't matter if you have the choker on his neck or not. He'll drag me if he wants something, no matter what. Beautiful dog, very strong, very, very powerful. He already dragged me when he was only 80 pounds. He dragged me once down the hill and ended up cutting up my fingers, and I had one of the small fingers. I had to kind of get little stitches and stuff, which is fine, but he's pretty tough. What about Karen? Yeah, Karen, we have Karen next door. She lives all the way in the bottom, but her acre extend close to mine, and Karen is vegan. Out of all the neighbors I want, I got a vegan. I have nothing against vegan, but you know, sometimes they have their moments. Are lutein and zeaxanthin worth taking for eye health? I would actually take, yeah, lutein is not bad. I didn't really find a whole lot of difference. I take astaxanthin and taurine for my eyes. So imagine me eating carnivorous and she's a vegan, right? And so that's going to be quite interesting, especially if I get a cow. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. And yet tomorrow I'm going to be cooking a beef tongue outside. I hope the smell goes down that way. If the wind shifts down that way to her place, maybe she'll go a little bit nuts. For some reason, astaxanthin gave me migraines. Had to stop. I know. I think you mentioned that before when it was giving you migraines and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Did you try the zeaxanthin yet or not yet? I haven't tried zeaxanthin. I only been doing astaxanthin most of the time, or taurine, heavy loads of taurine. I know you were having issues with taurine last time too, whether it's a gallbladder issue or not. She will hate it. Maybe she'll move. Maybe she'll move, and maybe my old neighbor will come back. That would be something. Yeah, can't handle the taurine, but magnesium taurate is totally fine. Very weird. Yeah, that's interesting. So you can't take taurine by itself, but yet with magnesium it works no problem. A Karen and vegan, what a luck. Yeah, no kidding. I got hit with both ends. It's insane. Body is strange. Yeah, maybe there's something that is actually conflicting. I wonder what it is. Hopefully I can have some time to actually start doing. I haven't been doing much research at all, just been too busy, and 2 weeks packing, and now I'm here. I have to finish a few things before the winter. It's already thinking of winter. Summer, we just got started with summer, but I really want to enjoy this year because last year I didn't really enjoy it much. I was working too much and building the house. So this year I definitely want to spend more time outside and do more lives, and definitely I can have more patience as well too. Both hands too. I'll pray for you. I need somebody to pray for me. 100%. 100%. Have you ever gotten your DNA sequenced, like your full genome? Long time ago, I did. I got few done long time ago. There's Duke. So where Duke is standing right now, there is actually a small pond. So there's water feed line that goes all the way from the mountain about 200-300 feet up high, and it comes down to this pond. And I just made couple like minor things so I can actually collect water. But I got these are like 2,000 liters, and I got another 1,000 liter up on the top, so it fills up with water, so I can have gravity feed, but it's not high enough, so I might have to put like a small motor to actually pull in the water to the trailer, because I'm gonna actually have to put it underground all the way down to the trailer. There's about 130 feet length. So there's a lot of work still, and hopefully maybe I can get, that's like my big project to finish. What? I'm not gonna let you go, Duke. Not gonna let you go. So you are back to where you were last fall? Yes. I'm back here again, and so last year, we started with the tiny house. We finished it. I got the trailer attached to it. Now it's all gonna be covered, and I'm gonna do installation. I'll finish the outside after, slowly, but I'll do the installation, finish the inside, put my wood stove in, because I got a huge wood stove. It weighs about 400 pounds. And once all that stuff is done, maybe closer to winter, I can just work at the inside. Oh, there's bears, there's coyotes. That's why I have this temporary fencing all across here, or else Duke will be going after them like crazy. And this was a huge investment because of Duke. If I didn't have Duke, for example, I wouldn't have had this fence here. It would be like raw. If bears wants to come down to the tiny house, it's fine, no issues. But I had to put it there for his safety. More than anything. So yeah, we got this done. I was able to drag the container up to the top here, so we're getting everything going. And now I just have to fix the ground as well too. I'm stuck in New York at least for another year. Well, hey, come by anytime you want. You'll enjoy this beautiful weather. Eventually, I'm gonna put like a small maybe cabin, like for guests, either this section here or that section there, or maybe on top of the container, make like a huge deck and put like a small cabin with the stairs, like for guests when they come. Because the septic tank is down this way, so this way I can have all the piping and everything. But yeah, so imagine, you guys waking up to this beautiful view. It's amazing. Very relaxing. And we're gonna have some nice coffee. Coffee is always good, especially if you get it done on the wood stove. But still a lot of stuff to do, some cleaning up. Doing it by yourself, it is tough sometimes. Sometimes I do get a couple of friends, they come and spend a day or two here, they help out, but we end up, chatting more than actually working. Can't for another year own a business here. I will soon. Well, I hope your business does very well, and if your business goes well, then probably you can actually delegate your work to other people, and you can definitely fly and enjoy life. We always tend to work. We never really take a moment to actually sit back and relax and enjoy life. And, I had to make a huge decision, from working in an office to actually come out here and work online. And I hope I can continue helping you guys, because that's how you guys make it through for me to be here. The more patience I have, the more I can stay here. I'm 41 and ready for retirement. Trust me, I wanted to retire at age 35. And I lost everything I had because I did one big mistake. And do I regret it? I don't know. Maybe I do regret it, but what the hell? It is what it is. And for me to kind of start from zero, I said, no way. That's it. Duke, I can't let you go there, bud. He wants to go up to we've taken that trail up for about 35-40 minutes, but I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, things happen sometimes, because I used to work in oil and gas, and I did save a lot of money on oil and gas, and I ended up coming down, flew overseas, opened up my own fitness facility and everything, but things went downhill, didn't really work out good, came back and almost started all over again, from step one, and it's been tough. So, I needed to actually get rid of my stress, so that's where Duke came in. Came to my little life. I've had him since he was 6 weeks old and still going hard. Still feel 21 in my head. Hey, I stopped counting when I hit 30. 21 is even better. 21 is even better. Age is just a number, guys. We have to actually enjoy life, seriously. Whether we're 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, but we feel in our young 20s or young 30s. That's what life is all about. Duke, come here. Now. He wants. I'm gonna take one step up. Let's see if we still have signal. If I lose you guys, I'll come down fast. How's that? So you guys can see the water. There's the water here. It's pretty clear. It's about 6 feet in depth, but there's so much. It's never been cleaned, so it looks like there's only roughly about a foot or so. But if you step in there, you'll actually drop like a good 6 feet. Yeah, I have a creek running through the land. So there's a creek running through the land. So and the land goes another about 200 feet down that way, straight. And you can see it's still full of trees. So that's how this section was. It was packed with trees, and I had to actually cut them down so I can make my way through. Is that magnesium water? It is magnesium water. I drink it directly. It's pure, delicious. Does your tiny house have running water? I do, but it's very, very low pressure right now because I don't have enough flow from the top to the bottom. So I'm getting a small motor, so this way it sucks up the water in every time I actually open the faucet or take a shower. Yeah, it looks good. No snow, Deborah, finally. I think we got sick of snow. Yeah, the weather has been nice. The sky is very clear actually. My tiny house is coming, not my tiny house, my green little house with the strawberries are coming along good. I'm looking forward to it. Duke, where are you going? I'm craving sugar. You're craving sugar? Take some trace minerals. So I gotta move these two tanks all the way to the corner there. We're not going after the animals. No, I can't do that. We can't. I've taken the chance once last year. It was gone for an hour and a half. Oh, there's another freaking chemtrail. They gotta destroy our weather no matter what. They can't let it be nice and nice and sunny. It's terrible. This is the third one today. What age did you say? I started thinking about simplifying things when I was in my early 30s. But seriously, you should. Now I'm already in my 40s, so I had to actually simplify things. As of last year, I just completely changed everything. That's the only way. Seriously, sometimes we live in the city and we have way too many things that we barely use and we barely wear and we barely do anything with them. They destroy our weather, they destroy our plants. Like imagine all that aluminum is just gonna drop right on us. What chemicals? Most of the issue with the chemical trails or the ingredients or the heavy metals they have in there that's gonna affect you the most is gonna be your aluminum more than anything. And that's where the downfall is. What is this? I'm in BC right now, Jimmy. We do need a change of government. Hopefully they'll let him go. Like he's destroying the place. 100%. Collect memories, 100%. They're doing it everywhere. Yeah. It's funny, in certain countries now it's illegal. If they actually, I think in Mexico and other places, if they actually see any chemtrails or anybody flying by, they have the rights to shoot them down. Well, you see something. Let's see, maybe you've seen a bear or a coyote. Biden in the US needs to go. Biden, and we have our little prime minister here in Canada. That's insane. Hey, they did it Toronto this morning. Oh wow. We are living in feudalism too. in most Western countries. It's crazy. It's insane. It's all about control. Duke, what do you see? Come down here. Come here. No, no, don't go there. I have you tied down, bud. Or else you would have been gone by now. Let me know if you guys lose me or not. Oh, wildfires every freaking year, especially in BC. That's how they prevent a lot of farmers from actually growing any crops or actually farming correctly. Especially here in Canada, last year in BC, we had freaking wildfires everywhere in Toronto and a lot of places across Canada. And I think in the US, it got hit pretty bad as well too. I will migrate to Mexico if Australia government don't stop. Same thing is happening everywhere in every single country. It's funny. Well, they all kind of get together, right? We all know that drill. Can you farm or garden there? How is the soil? Oh, the soil here is pretty amazing. Mostly what I do is a lot of berries. This weather here that I'm at right now is a little bit cooler. So a lot of berries, a lot of strawberries, blueberries, huckleberries, all that type of berries, they actually grow here really, really well. For example, guys, this is a blueberry plant. This is a wild blueberry plant. So there's few of them all across here, and I'm trying to actually collect them all and put them all in one spot so we can have about like 100 of them. But there's a lot of small plants everywhere. And these are very small. They don't get any bigger because due to the weather we have, and which just kind of sucks. If we had a little bit longer heat and a little bit better sun, then a lot of these plants would actually grow way bigger. But I'll look after them and hopefully we can get them going. And there's my water. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But though it didn't snow very good this year because of our weather modifications. And it's too bad because this water here that you guys are looking at used to be about 6 times as strong. So we might actually lose water this year. If we lose water, then I'll have to head back to the city, and maybe next year I might have to actually drill a well. And really don't want to drill a well. It's very, very expensive. It'll take me like 6 years to keep paying for it. Do you find it difficult to talk with people who aren't awake at all? Oh, trust me. Trust me, it's insane. You can't even have like a proper conversation. People don't even know how to socialize anymore. They do very well on acidic soil, 100%. I drink water, lemon, Himalayan salt every day. I stay hydrated. Cheers to that. Yes, Himalayan, Celtic salt, all that stuff is excellent for hydration, especially with the lemon water. Yeah, these days has been very, very tough to talk to anybody or even socializing. You know, people can't even take a joke sometimes. It's unfortunate the way how things are changed so much. It's like we have two type of groups. We have one group who's actually been fully awake, and we have one group who just what the government says, they just bend their head and they just focus and they get it done. There's followers, and there's there's a lot of followers. There's about 90% followers more than anything. I have no interest in drinking alcohol and consumerizing 84 minerals. Yes, 100%. If you can get all your minerals, that's the way to do it. Do you offer online paid guidance? I need your help with cholesterol. Yes, I do. If you click on my picture profile on the top there, you can actually access my website and you can actually book an appointment as well. If you can't find it, send me a direct message. I can send you the link. So we're outside the gate here. We got Duke up there. Let's walk towards the little greenhouse that I'm trying to build. So you guys gonna see a lot of mistakes with the greenhouse. Don't be laughing at me or anything. This is my first time doing all this. I'm learning as I go. I'm in Europe, and it doesn't matter if you're in Europe. I have people all over from Europe to Australia to Japan to Lebanon, everywhere. All my patients are all over. They're not just locally. So can you guys still hear me and see me? Good. So as you can see, I picked up all the pieces of wood that I can find that were left over, and I just attached them together. Even UK, Deborah as well too. Hey, Deborah. So, and I did fill it up with some sawdust. I took all that stuff from under the trailer. That's how I actually kept it warm last year. So we're talking about 20 feet, 10 feet in length. And I'm gonna do all strawberries and cucumbers. So hopefully within like a month, we're gonna see like massive growth. Do you help with type 1 diabetes? My son is going through a lot. Yes, I do as well. Okay, we'll try and book an appointment. Yeah, please go ahead and book, and the time will reflect your time zone as well too when you go in there. Hopefully we didn't lose signal yet. Okay, we're walking up. There's Duke watching us. So this thing is gonna be covered. I bought some greenhouse material to actually keep this area nice and heated. And hopefully we didn't lose you guys. And of course, under here I have all the broken branches and everything under this stuff. And then I'll actually fill it up with some soil. Probably I need like maybe 10 bags or something to fill up both of them, and I'll actually plant everything. Are there any conditions you're not comfortable treating or helping with? Oh no, pretty much I work with everybody. If something I'm not 100% sure, then I pretty much refund the money to the person right away. But pretty much I am comfortable with everything. I'm even right now working 2 patients with kidney disease. One of them already got it up working good. I'm working on the second one. I have one more patient that I'm working with them with cancer. Now I know I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but you know I deal with a lot of how can I say this? Unverified supplementation. What are your thoughts on treating cancer naturally? Oh, there he said it. So you probably know quite a bit about a lot of the animal, horses, stuff. So stuff like that. One of my neighbors here. So I have another neighbor all the way down on that side there. He's super nice. He actually helped me with my lifting the trailer. The neighbor on this side, on the other side, that's the Karen neighbor. Yeah, let me know if you need any help or anything. Let me know. Definitely will help you. Will help you with that. Make sure the cover will hold the snow during the winter. No, the cover I'm actually gonna take it down before the snow. Trust me, we get 7 feet of snow here, and the snow is very, very heavy. It will actually damage and break anything. So definitely have to actually remove it, because you can see this got bent just by Duke going around it and running. And I just installed it half hour after this happens, which is kind of sucks. So I have to actually take it out, unbend it, put a piece of wood, fix it up, and reattach it. I'll actually protect it from. I am, true, 100%. Are you far away from Vancouver? Probably about like a 10-hour drive from Vancouver. How do you get electricity out there? So that's one of the issues. So I had solar. Solars don't work good because we don't have enough sun here. I have a battery from EcoStar that I charge with a generator right now that at least it lasts me about 3-4 days. Yesterday we were doing live and we lost the chat. But I finally talked to an electrician. I'm like, after all the money I spent on batteries and all the money I spent on solars, I'm just gonna get the electrician to actually install the wire for me. So it's gonna be about 500 feet from the nearest box, about 500 feet from my box in the bottom. We're gonna go underground all the way up here. It's gonna give me 30 amps. I probably would only use like 5 amps because I wanna keep it as cheap as possible. I just don't wanna keep paying to the government. I'll just to kind of have some light and get my internet. That's it. And just have my freezer. So hopefully it's supposed to kind of get that done, maybe start tomorrow, I hope. I don't know. And if I get it done, then that part is kind of completed, which is nice. But we'll have to get an excavator because they have to actually dig a trench to put the wire under it. Is B1 going for acid reflux? Thank you. I mean, yeah, it is. Vitamin B1, thiamine would be good. Get earthy battery. I got some batteries. I got a battery, but you know, lasts me about 5 days. It was too expensive. Bought it 2 years ago. Barely used it. Right now I use it every 5 days, but it's not really ideal because what happened is the solars don't work here because we're covered by so many trees, and I lose sun about 5:36. I tried to do like a sulfur generator what actually produces power. That didn't really go well, didn't really work. Spoke with an electrician about it and stuff. He's like, something is missing, couldn't get it working. Are you worried about wildlife? Oh yeah, wildfires. Yeah, there was few. Every year there's a fire. Last year was really bad. This whole atmosphere was like hard to breathe and everything. But you know, it is what it is. What can we do as long as the fire doesn't come close to us? The ground is rocky here, yes. So every time I was digging a freaking hole for the to put a post, every hole took me almost about 2 hours. So I went and actually bought a jackhammer. So I bought a jackhammer. So that's how I actually made the holes. So it was very brutal. It was very, very tiring. It took me, I did 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 9 holes. 9 holes took me almost about 7 days just to dig. And it took me another 7 days to actually, because the guy that I actually ordered the cement from, the cement bags, they come in 50 kilograms. I needed 98 bags based on my estimation. They wouldn't drive them up here, so I had to park them all the way in the bottom by the trailer. And I had to lift every day. I would actually bring up about 15 bags. It was brutal, seriously. And it took me another 2 weeks to actually get everything mixed and pour them in. So it was a lot of work. I was exhausted. I was in pain. Who is Duke working at? He there is on the water. Sometimes we get flies, so he doesn't like the flies coming to the water. That's why he's barking. This way he can enjoy his time. About 6 months ago, I asked you about triglyceride. You recommended niacin flush 3 months down below. Niacin flush 3 months down below. Perfect. Below 180. Excellent. Excellent. Keep at it. Below 180. Thank you. Yeah, you can make sure you know your HDL to triglyceride ratio is below 1 as well. That's excellent. That's good to hear. I'm glad it's working out for you. See, like right now in this section here, we already lost the sun, so my greenhouse might not even work up in this section. Cheers to the glasses, Deborah. Thank you. So I lost the sun, so I don't have sun anymore up here. It's about 4 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, 6:30, I lose complete sun. So that's where the downfall is, because I'm covered by a huge mountain in that side and another huge mountain behind me. Now, the sun is still shooting on my tiny house, but on the greenhouse is done, so probably barely get like 8 hours. And once no, not even 8 hours probably. And once the sun is gone, it actually start to get very cool, a lot cooler. So definitely you do need a jacket every night, no matter what, even in the summertime. Till like June, July, then you don't need to anymore because it gets really, really hot. But in August, mid-August, then you need a freaking jacket at night again. It gets very chilly after 6 o'clock. But you go to the town, it's about 25, 30 minutes to drive. It's funny, in the town, you don't even, it's like twice the heat is here. There's only about 1,000 feet in elevation, and it's almost twice as hot. Duke, let's go in. Come on, Duke. Come on, it's time for you to eat. Duke, you coming? Oh yeah, he's coming. You want to stay there? Okay, you stay there. I'm going. I'm off to make dinner. Good to see you. And Duke, Maurice, cheers. Yeah, nice to see you as well too. And take care. Keep me updated. Let me know how things are going. Come on, Duke. Duke, come on. He wants to stay by the water. Okay, you stay. I'm going. Let's go get him. Can't keep him here outside. Are you stuck? Is your leash wrapped around your paws? Come here. There we go. There you go. Don't worry, I got you. Okay, wait. 23:35 here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, Deborah. Have a nice evening. I'm gonna be off here soon anyway as well too, because I have to go feed Duke. Come on, Duke. Let's go. Oh, it's wrapped around your foot. That's why you're scared. Don't worry. That's why I'm here, bud. Hold on. Lift up, up, up. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I hate putting a freaking rope on him because it actually goes around his legs, and Don't want him to hurt himself. Just gotta close the gate. The little fence. Back up, Duke. Come here. Come here. Stop. Let me get it out so we can go eat. How are you? High level enzymes is glutathione good? Yeah, glutathione is good. It's gonna help. It's gonna help a bit. If you have liver enzymes, it's probably, especially if your liver is overstimulated, it will actually help you quite a bit. Okay, guys, I do have to get going because I do have to feed Duke. I have to go down and get some food for him. I'll see if I can do another chat later on today. If not, it's gonna be tomorrow. But we'll definitely touch base again. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening. And if you have any questions, please reach out anytime. Send me a message later. Thank you. I will. I'll check the messages and I'll respond to everyone, and we'll respond to you guys shortly. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening.